Okay, so back from my my coffee, back with the cards. Try to keep the pull in the shop pretty tight, mainly because there's music in the background, so I've found that I need to do short videos, and then what I'll do is, if it's not clear, then I will discuss the videos afterwards. So obviously this was the deck, Repair, Evolution, Growth. These were the cards that I got, so let's just do the first one. So we got Decisions in Fear. Oh, no, I think it was that way around. Old Wounds, Nature Therapy, and Family Dynamics. So really it's kind of an overall view of how things are progressing for Neeve. As I said, the coffee shop, Yon Orange, Stockport, go visit. They've done really well, but it's only the two of them. They do have family support, and it's looking forward to how this is going to move and how to help them stay grounded and united and not to get overwhelmed. So the first card was Decisions in Fear, Control. So as it says, some decisions and choices that you have made are based on fear and not heart-centered knowledge. Fear is your ego, wanting control. Take a step back and make a responsive choice rather than a reactive one. Then you're able to see the truth of the best choice with a calm, centered manner. What I would say with this is, I've helped these guys out, helping to get the decoration done in store. And I think what it's really saying is to step away from emotions. That when you feel you are getting emotional, that don't react at that point. Don't speak out. Don't inflame a situation that realistically doesn't really deserve that energy. So staying calm, taking a step back, and just understanding that sometimes things are going to be said in the heat of the moment and they're not intentionally meant to hurt. So that's that one. So then what was coming out was Old Wounds. So patterns. Okay. We attract what we need to heal. Often we find ourselves attracting the same type of people or situations that are not the best for us, until we choose to find the common denominator of what we need to heal and release. The cycle will continue. Go within to heal the pain, layer by layer, to find joy again. I think, again, this probably ties into the Decisions in Fear, and where it's saying don't be reactive in terms of situations that I know of, and I'm not going to discuss. There are things that are the way they are, that you can either let that influence your life or you can let it go. Again, I think the Old Wounds is, you know where you are triggered. You know the issues that you cannot control, that other people bring, the drama. And now's the time to say that this is no longer going to dominate your life and your direction. But it also means that you need to plan and make sure that you have things in place so that if things get triggered, you can provide a solution that puts the argument to bed before it can even begin. Okay, so nature therapy, grounded. Okay, your soul loves to connect and be one with nature. A beautiful healing takes place when you ground and center yourself with the earth. Being in nature has a way to restore what has been lost and bring you back to your center. Now, I know at the moment, I think the biggest thing is these guys are working 6 days a week. Majority of the time it is just these two, and they're putting in a hell of a lot of effort, and as far as I'm concerned, they are getting results. But this is a bit of guidance that when you have that time off to go ground yourself, to reconnect, I think it'll also help balance out the stress that you're continually under at the moment, with it just being the two of you, and also just help you to rebalance. And again, where the situation's been reactive, I think again, if you can go out and ground yourself, if you can get into doing your yoga, if you can meditate a bit, maybe we should cut down on the sage burning and the incense burning just slightly. But I think you just need to, where you can, go for a walk, sit down, breathe, and just refocus, just to keep the balance going. Okay. And then the last card, this was the one that came out. Family dynamics reconcile. Your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. Right, this one, I'm just going to see if I can push this down slightly. There we go. Maybe not. Okay, so with this one, we've had conversations. Sorry for going quiet there. Sometimes I have to stop myself before I say something to try and clarify what's going on. A while back there was an issue. In fact, what I'm going to do is, you know what? It's those three. Decisions in fear, old wounds, family dynamics. Decisions in fear, old wounds, family dynamics. Okay. I'm not going into details, but you know where I'm going with this one, and I'm going to be very open about what I'm going to say. A few weeks ago, there was a situation that you were going through. You were upset by what was going on. And with this, again, it is a case that where I've said before not to be reactive, and also with the old wounds, this is where the pattern needs to change. But what I will say is this isn't just you who needs to change. They're going to have to take a step back. you're going to have to take a step back. Some of the fear that was on that decision in, what was it called? Decision in Fear control card. This is where I was saying, when things are said that are triggering and hurtful, from the old wounds patterns, this is continuous. Now, we speak about astrology not on a regular basis, but we talk about it. We've both got an interest in it. With the lunar and solar eclipse that have just happened in September, this was a time where we can release trauma, but also take the decision that what has been done in the past, we don't react to it in the same way. Now, the thing would be is that you know that you can change how you are. We cannot change how other people react. But what we can do is we can choose not to let them affect us emotionally. Just stay on top of things. Don't give the opportunity for things to be said or triggered. You know what the focus is when it comes to them. And I would say, as I said to you before I went on holiday, make sure that you have finances covered. Just get them out of the way. Don't let that be weaponized to control your reactions. You also know that on the other side, you're a part of a very strong and very dynamic family unit. Again, not always smooth, but they have your back, they are supportive, and also with it being family, family doesn't always have to be relations. It can be your friends as well. And you always know that I'm around if you need to talk. You've got your support system. You are doing grand. Both of you have put in a lot of effort. You're reaping the rewards. You're a dynamic partnership. And there's a lot of people who love and support you. And for those that unfortunately can't give you that support, just remember there's a lot of us around who've got your back, chick. All right, see you later.